Hey everyone, welcome to your spelling for week 10. Our focus for this week is the digraph EI, which makes an E sound. So one word I'm thinking for that might be receive. For Mr. Mac's birthday, he would like to receive a new gift. And you may have heard it said before that I before E except after C is a way of remembering the rule. You've got to remember that there are some exceptions, and you actually do get some words that have an EI that don't come after C. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to follow along, or I hope you'll follow along with me and break down these words. So I'll do the first 6 with you, and then when you choose the next 6 words that you're going to do to make up your list of 12 on your grid paper, which you can see below, you'll have a means for doing so. So the first word that everyone is going to have this week is receipt, which is spelt R-E-C. We've got to remember the rule, which is E-I and then P-T. Well, that P sounds silent, doesn't it? So if we're breaking down the separate sounds in receipt, the first sound, what am I hearing? An R. And then an E, or E. S, S, and it's a soft S. It actually sounds like an S. And then we've got the E sound, which is our rule this week, which is made up of the EI digraph. We've actually got a P in there, but it's silent. And the next sound is the T. So all we're hearing there is the T. So we've got R-S-E-T. Watch out for that silent P there. If we count up the sounds, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the tricky part, there are a few tricky parts to this word. For me, it's probably the PT. A lot of people spell receipt without the P in there. So I'd be careful that we're doing that. You may look at those sounds and think that there's another part that's trickier than that, and you can pop that into the tricky part of the word. What part do you need to remember? So let's write the word down. Say the word after me. Receipt. Receipt. Sound it out. R-E-S-E-T. We've got 5 sounds. And then I'd be hoping that you practice this for a look, cover, say, write, check later. Okay, our second word that we're going to be practicing this week, everyone in the class, is receive. R, E, S, E. And this actually follows a rule from a previous week, because we've got the V sound at the end, which is made up of a V and an E. Receive. Write that down, then say it after me. Receive. Okay, let's try sounding it out. R, E, S, and it's making a S sound even though we're using the cut there. E, and then we've got the V, but we only say the V. It's not receive, it's receive. So we don't sound out the E, so we put the V above to say that's the sound we're making. How many sounds have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And probably the tricky part for me here would be the E-I. Making sure that we put the E-I in that order, not I-E. Okay. Word number 3 is received. Say it after me. Received. How many sounds have we got there? Well, let's write them down. R, E, soft C, makes it S. The E sound. V. And we finished it with the D, received. So received is the past tense of receive. You could receive a present right now, but if you've already got it, then you've received that present. So it means it's in the past tense. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sounds. And I've noticed a lot of people forget to put ed at the end of the word. So ed would be the tricky part for most of you. You've got to remember that this is one of the words that follows the yellow spelling rule. So if you turn to the front of your spelling book at home, you'll find that the yellow spelling rule is that when there's an E at the end of a base word, we drop the E before adding the suffix. Okay. Word number 4 is receiving. Wow, these words are all very similar. Say it after me. Receiving. Receiving. Okay, let's try breaking it down. Feel free to pause this video and have a go yourself first. You can always fix it afterwards if you got it wrong. Receiving. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sounds. With this one, probably the EI is the trickiest bit. Like received, this follows the yellow spelling rule, which is dropping the E before adding the suffix or dropping the V before adding the ing. So just be careful that you don't put an E at the end of the V in receiving. Word number 5 is deceive. Deceive. Another word that follows a previous spelling rule with the V and the E at the end of the word. Okay, let's sound it out. D. E. S. E. V. And we're only sounding out the V sound. How many sounds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tricky bit. Some of you may choose that the EI is the tricky bit. Some of you might think that it's the VE. The EI is our focus. I'm hoping that you will recognise that and make sure that you're putting the EI, not IE, or forgetting the I. And one more word that we're going to do together that everyone's going to be doing this week, and it's very similar to our last word, is deceiving. Say it after me. Deceiving. Okay, let's break it down. D, E, S, very similar to the word above. E, V, I, and then Deceiving. How many sounds do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The tricky part, once again, I'd probably say it's E, I. Got to be careful with this word though. Like receiving, there's no E after the V. So make sure you drop that E when spelling deceiving, because this word also follows our yellow spelling rule. Anyway, that is the breakdown of the first 6 words that everyone will have for spelling this week. After that, once I've put your other options on, could you please add your next 6 words to your list? You may check the back of your writer's notebook if you would like to add some of your own words that you think you need to practice as well. Good luck. Maybe take a photo of the grid once you've done it. You might have to rule up a grid in your book very similar to this one. Just look at one of your other ones if you need help with what to put in there. See ya.